So I think
Oh,
I got lucky.
lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky. So, well, at least you only have a 6-minute ride to work. So, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
correct.
odd. Okay, good, but still be safe.
I will. I promise.
Okay, good. I sound like a mom. Be safe.
Yes, I promise. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Good times.
that's good. Okay, so now that we caught up on all the weather, rain, the rain, and all that good stuff, you want to play at Lightroom?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay.
It's a fun game.
It is a fun game. I with the update, like we talked about, they always like to
Mhm.
make some. I started nosing around and I made a real loose video because it's more like I was hunting. I was kind of hunting and pecking.
Okay.
Talked about the Lightroom one. Let me get over here. That's for the internet. This guy.
Mhm.
Okay. Can you see it? I know you can't see me, but
Yep.
okay.
So I can see you. I got you.
Okay, I got you hidden back there, but that's okay.
That's
Um,
okay.
so the weird thing is I had from God the summer a boatload of pictures.
Okay.
You know what? And that's sitting on the cloud from being in Lightroom to do it online because I could sit on my iPad, kind of go with what I like. Because for some reason, if I'm picking pictures like someone's looking like this, I'm at my computer, I don't see that. But on my iPad, I'm okay. My brain processes it very differently. I don't know why.
Okay.
So when I went in here, and I'm gonna upload the video, but when I went in here,
Oh,
I started deleting it. So it's bouncing, it's gonna take a minute.
okay.
Then I went into the little app thingy. Did you install this little app thingy up here? See me bouncing?
Right now, it just went for the video.
Okay. You know
No
the
bouncing you.
the little
Oh,
here, let me just open it up.
okay.
I'll just open up the thing. Does this look familiar to you, the Creative Cloud software? I think we talked about that.
Yes, it looks familiar.
Okay, good. So I thought I'd start nosying around, and I started here first in this cloud app thing.
Okay.
And I went into my files and I started
Hmm.
like doing the ads and stuff. And this is all my ads for my classes. So I'm like, no, that's not my pictures. Okay. So you're gonna do the video thing. And I'm like, all right, let me go into my libraries. No one shared anything, so I know it's not there. Okay, so that's not there either. Because in my library, it's just, I don't know, this and that's it. Oh, that's where that is. I have to do okay. So all right, that stinks. I know I've been looking for a good white flower like to show for the sample, and I think I put them in there and forgot. Okay. You know how we had the
Okay.
exposure prompt, the plus minus? Yeah,
Yes.
I put it in there and left it and got lost in Adobe's cloud. And it's weird because sometimes the stuff in the cloud was showing up and then it wasn't showing up. And
Okay.
I had this, I'll say easy 1,000 pictures from this party. I took a picture, took the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I was
Hmm.
still kind of sifting through them all. And so then what was here ended up going to Lightroom Classic.
Oh,
Let me scroll down, but they don't show up anymore, of course, because I did the update, and of course all that goes away.
right.
But you know what I did? I did the sync because the sync, I know what it was. It wasn't the update. I stopped the sync because it was taking so long and I didn't want to eat up all my broadband, all my internet connection. I didn't want to use up all my gigs of, to be able to download.
Right.
It's
Okay.
located in this collections part. It's not the smart collections. It might say Lightroom. I'm not sure. Do you see me here moving around, bouncing
Yeah.
up? Okay.
Yeah. And yes,
So,
that yeah, that was confusing me. Where did everything end up? But I got it back.
oh, okay, good. So you did the same thing. You got it to work.
Yes, I just went back and followed your instructions from where we were, how we got there last week, and I got it back.
Okay, awesome. This is a different animal from that. This
Okay.
is the internet thing that I showed you with.
Oh, yeah, the icon. Yep.
Mhm. You're better off banging your head against a wall.
Okay.
Okay.
I won't do that. Okay.
Yeah, don't do it, but yeah, it might not be as painful to wall than this.
Okay. Okay.
So the interesting thing is I shut the sync off. So because I
O-
shut it off, it's not showing up here under the collection thing. See,
Okay.
Lightroom, something. I forgot what it said because I'm not a big fan of it, as you can tell.
Okay.
Why I did that is it was like 5 days, 3 days, a good solid week where the lines here, see me bouncing? The
Yes.
little cloud, you'd see the little lines moving across here saying it's sinking. So let me click on this. I stopped it because I don't really need that stuff from in the cloud with that other Lightroom. And why do
Oh.
I have to keep my computer up? Why do I have to pay for it to sync all day for a week? And I really don't want them there. So I stopped it.
Okay.
I got 400 gig out of a terabyte. So I've got half of a terabyte of garbage in here. So that broke the link.
Okay.
I could start it, but I don't want to slow up my Zoom classes, and everything that's involved with that. So I just killed it. But you can
Okay.
look at it, and what you flag in here that you like, that you want to use, it does go back to Lightroom.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's all starting to come back to me. That was
Oh.
plan number 3, A, B, C. What I'm describing you was plan C. I was
Okay.
doing A and B.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go into Lightroom and then I'd send in the Photoshop and edit it. By the time I got done, and then I would find some, oh, I got to do this to it, oh, I got to do that to it. I had 5 of, let's say, this picture in
Okay.
Lightroom because I kept going back to Photoshop. I thought I saved it as, the same thing, but it kept going edit, 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 like 5 edits in this. Oh. So then I
Okay.
thought, all right, let me just see if I can link it from this web thing into there, erase what was duplicates, and they all 3 or all 5 look the same. So be careful, figure out what you're going to work on. You're not probably going to batch this much. Figure out what you're going to work on, what you really like, then send it into Photoshop so you don't get triplicates. And
Okay.
thing using space up and it's more confusing because you've got 3 versions of this thing in Lightroom and what's the real thing. But then I was made the 3rd version because it was on the hard drive because I was putting it on my external, so I know I was getting multiple copies and I had to throw them out. So that's another hiccup I found just to share with you. It's recorded. It made no sense me explaining it to you, but I'm putting
Okay.
it out there for you. So I'm gonna get out of this nightmare.
Okay.
When I
Sync is a nightmare.
Yeah, the sync thing is a nightmare from the iPad, the internet version, the cloud version of it. You're better
Okay.
off to stay in the real classic and go from there. As you start hopping around, it just goes nuts. And you're going to
Okay.
use all your broadband time. You know how you get so much and then they charge you more?
Yeah.
I didn't want that. I had that for work stuff. I don't want to do it for this kind of stuff. So keep an eye on this thing. Maybe you want to sync it, maybe you don't. But if you don't use the cloud thing, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Everybody I talk to, they always think that Lightroom, the one that was for the internet, is the real thing. No, because there's not a lot of editing stuff to it. I'm going to open it up one more time. I knew I shouldn't have.
Okay.
So in here, I'm going to pick my little giraffe. Okay.
Okay.
And in here under develop, I got all this. And I even
Right.
more in addition to it.
Okay.
One of this stupid thing. I'm going to move you over because right where we are, it's going to be, here's your options. Ooh, wow. All 4. Ooh, wow. So I'm going to pick my bee. Here we go. My bee and my butterfly.
Okay.
Okay. We got a little You know, it's kind of hazy out, kind of.
Okay.
Come on. All right, you got it. Yeah, okay, we got they added to it. It wasn't horrible. You've got some effects. Okay, so they added to it the haze. All right, I'll give them that they added to it and the haze and stuff. It's in here, but you can't blur.
Oh,
You can't blur. You can blur in Lightroom Classic. You can't blur here. You can heal with the healing brush and fix stuff like they'll make, clean up, take 5 years off or whatever. But yeah, the process I like better in the other one. So you do have it on the fly, but you can't be as creative with it. Okay, so
okay.
5, yay. Okay, let me move you over. Okay, cool. So I got you a little bit smaller here, so that's good. Can you see the whole screen?
Yes.
All sides, top, bottom, and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Find me a picture. Good. Find me a picture that's kind of dark, like this one.
A dark picture.
Yeah, kind of, and then we'll find one on the brighter side. We want to go on the darker side. This isn't horrible. It's just a little bit. It's backlit. The backlit threw it off,
Oh, I have one here.
Got one? Okay, good.
Click on it. Make it bigger so you can see it, and I'll show you if that's like a good example.
Stop the share so I can see it bigger. Because my eyeballs aren't as good as they used to be. Okay, wait, let me make it bigger here. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's major dark. Okay, that's fine. So in that shot, you got time backlit going on. Oh no, you're good. You're good. So the camera really exposed for what was out the window. So now you know what to do with your camera. Like I hit a little bit of plus. I didn't do enough, but at least I pulled it in. So let me share the screen. Like that's a birdie in there, right? You got a birdie in there?
Lemur.
Oh, cool, lemur. I like lemur. So Mr. Lemur, you don't see a lot of detail in here. At least I couldn't from the phone. You might pick up detail. If you can get more detail out of the lemur, if you go back and you go to the plus, that's going to help you on the edit. You won't get as much grain or noise like we had back day, grain with the film and stuff.
Okay, so go back to plus minus and just change it up.
A little bit.
It was kind of, it was kind of like in passing. We're one of the keepers like saw me when we were there, and I knew her, and she's like, come here. So I was like, I never went back. So
gotcha. Okay. One of those opportunities. That's good. We're gonna do an edit thing, and we might have to put that into Photoshop. You got Photoshop in there, right? Installed?
Okay. Yes.
We might have to. Now, this is not a raw image, correct? This is just a JPEG image, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So the nice thing with Lightroom is I used to shoot exclusively with JPEG and I'd be fine except for those real high contrast like you have now with the lemur.
Right.
I would help out a little bit, but you can still do it in Photoshop. You can still do it in Lightroom. You might have to do a little bit of exposure that I think we talked about. We kind of bypassed it a little bit. This one might have to do the exposure to help out the lemur a little bit. So if I don't do exposure, I want you to do exposure for Mr. Lemur and see where you go. If you can get the lemur to look like my giraffe, you're gonna be good. And then then we stick him in Photoshop and mess with it from there. Okay. How that goes and how to handle it and whatnot and the whole thinking. Okay. So we both our creatures are shadows. So we're go to the plus side and we're going to do our shadows.
Okay.
Go more than me.
Okay.
So do it. And I'm going to pause and kind of release, your mouse a little bit, and let it work. Okay. Wow. I'm on 89 to get something out of this guy. Holy cow. I am pulling in more grain. I can see it in his nose. I can see more of the noise in here, but hey, if it means some noise or having garbage, I'll take the noise hit. Okay.
Mine's still loading. I hit the develop and it's like still circling. So I'm listening.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
I will.
So at this case, because, are you good?
No, it flashed, so I just turned around to look at
Oh,
it.
no, that's okay. Go ahead, keep an eye on it. I would, yeah.
Okay.
You move and won't throw me off. You just went,
Okay. It
oh, yeah.
scared me a little bit. Okay.
Okay,
There
good.
it is.
Step on that. All right, good. So go ahead and do that shadow thing.
Okay. All right.
Now, because I was at 89, I'm almost at 100. That tells me from playing with it and the way I shoot and the way I taught you to shoot with the camera now, you can edit
Mhm.
pretty much the way I do it. So because I've got to go out that far, you're probably gonna have to be at 100 on the shadow, and I don't even know what you're gonna get out of the lemur doing that.
Okay.
So let me know if that my description works.
I got. Oh. Okay. Ready? I
Okay,
got
let
up
me
to.
stop share. Hold on, wait. Okay,
Okay.
okay, ready.
I got up to 75.
Okay, get it.
Should I go?
Show me more of the lemur, because it's picking up your light above your head, and
Oh, okay.
move your phone a little more to the left, the way you held it. Yep, and you can go ahead and hold your phone straight. Have it
Okay.
parallel. Yeah, I see you're pulling in some more. Go more. Go like me, 89. Because I'm starting to see the wood and stuff. So you see more of the lemur and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to share again, okay?
Okay. I'm putting you back.
Okay. So
Okay.
because does your lemur look like my giraffe? Because the glare is kind of killing me a little bit.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. So the mindset of the giraffe,
Mhm.
my gut's telling me take down the highlights a little bit, go like to 60 or 70. So let's go to 70 on the shadows. I mean, let's go. I'm on 71.
On the highlights or the
The
shadows?
shadows.
The
I'm
shadows.
sorry, the shadows. I said highlight and I meant shadow. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. 71. Okay.
Okay. So I really didn't gain all that much. My green isn't as bad and his brown looks better. I wasn't digging. Sometimes I gotta sit back and look. I
Yeah.
wasn't digging him that much, but I dig him a little bit better now.
Okay.
I overdid it. But you know what? We're gonna do the exposure a little bit because he's still kind of gray. He's kind of
Yep.
not bright enough. So let's go 30 or 40 plus on exposure. Dot 30 or 40.
Okay.
So now he looks a little more lively.
Yeah. Yep. Looking better.
So when it looks flat like this, and that's why I picked this. This is probably the one, God, out of 100, this is probably the 5th one or 10th one that I've done this to.
Okay.
So not much, probably more like a couple hundred, but we'll just say out of 100. So don't be afraid to kind of go, and the colors aren't that great. All right, let me take the shadows back because I know if I go into the shadows and do too much, it just looks bad. So that's when we want to do the exposure so it doesn't look bad.
Okay.
Okay, you follow me so far?
Yep. I'm writing notes.
Okay,
So,
good.
so I can do examples and then send them to you and see if I do good.
Good. Okay. So are you done with the notes? Because if I go too quick, I don't want to go too quick.
I'm writing. Nope. I'm writing it. Nope. I got it.
Okay, cool. One of my girls, she kept me sane during COVID doing classes, and I kept her sane in classes doing COVID. And she said, "Oh, I tried this dehaze, and dehaze. See me bouncing right here. I'm going right.
Okay.
Goes, look at this. On the dehaze, if I do this, I don't even have to touch brightness and contrast. Because for a while, we've been doing the editing thing together, and I've got her really in a good spot. And we have to do brightness and contrast and then mess with it. She dehazed. She didn't have to do brightness or contrast. She's
Really?
done. Yeah. And it was like she goes to Spain she's there now. She's coming back in March. And we were going, where did they go? They went there and then they went out to Utah when we could kind of finally fly. So they went to one of the national parks out there in Utah. She did it. It was great. Her colors were perfect. She didn't have to do saturation or vibrancy. She was done. So I always try a little dehaze now. And because
Okay.
mine looks kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of hazy. It looks kind of, I don't know what it is. Because this is my, let me see, this is my better exposure, him not under the tree. And this is the one that we're working on. He's, he's kind of, okay. So let's do,
Okay.
we're going to go on the plus side. We're going to go that way for dehaze.
Okay. Dehaze. Okay.
Now, okay, so I'm making it darker going far on the plus side. If I go minus, oh, look how I'm, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. So
Yep. I see that.
60 was too much. I'm getting hairs, but I gotta be careful. I'm getting fur texture. So I'm gonna be about 34 because I got fur texture right where his eyeball is, right on the nose, kind of there. You can see the texture. So I'm like, oh, I got more fur texture. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
So,
I went.
oh, go
I
ahead.
went. I went to about 35, and
Okay,
I got to see Fuzzy in the tail.
good. Okay, good. So now what the dehaze is getting rid of is
Uh-huh.
doing the brightness where you go negative on the brightness to kind of take it down. And then we go plus on the contrast to kind of deepen the colors to zip them up. We don't have to really worry about that. And did your colors get a little bit darker, more saturated, darker, more poppy? Okay.
Yes. Yes. I can, the rings in their tail, like it I can see the definition of the rings and the fur. And
Nice.
then the wood is, it looks, I can almost see the green in the plant that was total black before.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. So do a dehaze. And depending on what happens, I'm gonna make a minor adjustment because my guy's still a little bit on the dark side. I'm gonna go into
Mhm.
exposure and I'm just gonna give myself from 40, I went to 55. Now I'm
Oh,
liking it more.
okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that brings him out. Well,
Yeah.
plus,
So
yeah.
this guy was under the tree in the shadow. This guy was more out in the open, but we're closer color wise. So, okay, he's in the shadow. I'll deal with that. But at least his color isn't disgusting. I probably could go a little more exposure. I'm going to try. I'm going to remember 55. And if I have to type it in, I'll type it in. Oh, you know what? I'm at 95 and I don't hate that.
Really?
Yeah, look, yeah. So I'm going to let
I'll
you
go.
95.
Oh,
I don't hate it.
I went up to 95 like you said, and it looks wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm so impressed with these little tricks.
And I thought, okay, this picture is either going to be really good or it's going to be one of these things where we're spinning our wheels and we're going nowhere. So good, it worked.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. So you
Cool.
may have to adjust, but I say everybody start here. Okay, I like it at 55. Do a what if and keep going.
Okay.
You might be pleasantly surprised, like we both are. So that's
Right.
a quick way to fix it.
That is cool.
Cool. Now we're gonna walk on the wild side. We're gonna send this sucker to Photoshop, okay?
Okay.
Okay, because we're gonna save this guy, and I'm gonna make him number 2 so I can reset this image and go back, but yet have this sample in here for the next time because I like the way he turned out, and
Okay.
it will remember my digits when I keep it in here. I hope it usually does.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to go up to photo, edit in 2022. I'm going to let you hit that first because you might be a little slower. Doesn't mean that I'm.
Edit in Adobe Photoshop 2022.
Oh, today is the first day that my TV, my internet has not been sketchy. We're like,
Oh,
watch the DVR and it freezes. So if we freeze or if I freeze, just give me 5 to 10 seconds, and I'll wait, and I'll either fight you freeze like, are you there? Can you hear me? But this is, yeah, we're not erratic. It's been all week. I lost on Monday. I lost internet completely.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was bad.
And so then we now you just want me to hit edit to go to Photoshop, correct?
Edit in Photoshop. And then this is going to come up next.
Mhm.
You want to send your Lightroom adjustments. You want to send that. Why do it again?
Right.
And let it launch Photoshop. And this is where we pray.
Okay, this is where mine will take. You keep talking and I'll just be like looking over my shoulder.
Okay, good. You look over your shoulder. I'm gonna wait for mine to process too. I'm gonna drink my old coffee that's been sitting here. Probably shouldn't do that, but whatever.
I forgot how long this little computer takes.
That's right. I kind of remember, and that's all right. We can chit chat. Well, mine's gonna be slow too. I got the spinning wheel of death.
Yeah.
I have no cloud documents. No kidding. I don't want them in the cloud. You shouldn't even open up in here. I must have been hunting and pecking. You know, it might be in that video. I don't remember.
Right.
But it kind of,
Okay.
the nice part is once you send it into Photoshop, it opens it up just like this. How's it going? It's still working?
Still thinking.
Okay, let it think. Now this, I'm good with a black background. I'm good with, you know, the dark Photoshop so that your image pops when you're working on it. I'm good with that. I'm cool. Even if it's beige from like the elements and stuff, you know, I'm good. There is
Okay.
something with me.
Yeah, it looks
like
nice.
that. Oh, I think I may have mentioned don't do the blacks and the whites anymore because it changes the coloring and tints it. I don't see it in Lightroom until I put it in Photoshop and go, oh my God, what did I do? I leave this, I go back to elements, or I mean, in the Lightroom Classic, get rid of the blacks and then go back to this image. So I'm
Right.
not liking this version. Is that working okay for you? Is
It's spinning, and I'm looking at it like, what are you doing? Okay, so don't do the blacks and whites in Lightroom
no, down here? I'll show.
until after you look in Photoshop.
Yeah, because I make it too. I'm going to show you here.
Okay.
Add the blacks. Like, see, now this flattens it out, but when I put it in Photoshop, it looks too flat. If I add my blacks, I just darken it. It just flattens it. It's like it sucks out all the color. I just
Okay.
am not a fan of it. So I got to make sure I'm at 0 here. Actually, I'm going to type in 0. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, if you do the blacks because you like it, send it into Photoshop and look at it and see if it's,
Okay.
are you still death spinning?
I have a hand now, so I think it's doing something. I just don't know what.
Okay, the hand is this tool down here. So you have this hand right here, right? Right on his
Yes.
hand. Okay, good. That's normal. You have not used Photoshop. They want you to pick it up and move it because I think they think it's the coolest thing. I think it's the coolest tool because you got to move everything to use the freaking hand. Seriously, when you can scroll, you know, with your mouse or use the arrow key or something else. So the hand is dumb, but I guess some people think they're really cool with it. I think
it's almost
3 times in 20 years.
It's almost there.
Okay.
I have the back, the side, the adjustment bars, and there it is.
Yay. Okay. So how's your lemur look? Does he look good? Is he cute?
Yeah, he looks a little green right now.
Wait, he looks green?
He looks a little green.
Oh crud. Okay. Well, it's
or like kind of gray, like flat, like he looks like wood. Like not like here, I'll show you.
Okay, yeah, let me stop that. Yeah, okay. So that means I got to get you, put it really close to the screen. Yeah, and then go to the left a little bit. Yeah, a little more. We're almost on the lemur. Oh, okay, now get close. Get close for me. Okay. Yeah, he's looking a little funky. I'm going to have you put him on Google.
On Google.
The glaring stuff. Put him in
Okay.
Google picture and I can see it.
Okay.
I got a fix for you. Okay.
Okay. I'll send them to you later then.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, tomorrow over the weekend,
Okay.
I got an idea because I've done that flat part like I described, put in Photoshop. And went, oh my God.
Okay. I got it. Okay. I'm writing my notes. My first big start to load Lemur to Google Photo. I gotcha.
Cool. Now this is after you've edited and stuff, after we've done everything to it. So it's okay as an after, it's all good.
Okay.
Does he look close to his true color or does he look washed out?
He looks almost to be his true color, just a little on the window glare, from the window. I think it's from the window.
Then we're gonna do contrast.
Okay.
So I do most of my Lightroom stuff, the majority like you did, and then I go, okay, time to do hardcore Photoshop, real adjusting, real tweaking. It's like, to me, Lightroom is all right. Let me get it close, like at the
Okay.
but now we're gonna go hardcore. So up at the
Okay.
top, we're gonna go to image adjustments, and I'm just gonna land here so you can see it. Go all the way to the right to brightness and contrast, and then click on that.
Okay, to brightness and contrast.
It's gonna be dead center in your picture. You're gonna have to pick it up where it says brightness / contrast, and pick it up and move it. Excuse me, with your mouse.
Okay.
Your image.
Okay.
We're gonna baby steps of 10, increments of 10.
Okay.
More contrast. I'm gonna go too much so you can see how green my guy is, but those brows got dark. I would never go this far. Usually 20 is enough.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it where it's a little more doable for me. Yeah, like 6, 8, yeah, 7, yeah.
Okay.
Now, because my guy's in the shadow, and no matter how much I say it's doable, it's still making me crazy. I still can't. Yeah, he's still, ugh.
Okay.
I can't, yeah. So I'm gonna make him a little bit brighter. I gotta give him, yeah. See, now he's starting to look caramel to me. Now I'm starting to see in here. Now I'm getting, yeah. Now I'm getting this part because this is kind of, ugh. Yeah. Okay. So try giving yourself a little bit of brightness.
Okay.
The two should never match. If you know yours is a little bit on the darker side, you're going to give it more brightness.
Okay.
Usually,
yeah, that worked. That brightened him up a little bit.
Good. So now, let's say if your contrast is 7, I usually double that in the brightness. Okay, 14. I'm a little bit past that. But I've noticed that I've been talking with everybody and on the different computers and stuff that this one will always be double of the one you need the most, will always be double of the other one. Only one time it matched, but it was a horrible image. It was a nightmare.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Is that a good
one?
No,
No, I meant you were talking about the nightmare, the horrible image. And I went too far one way and he was really pale.
Horrible.
I saw the horrible. I'm like, oh, there it is.
There it is on all its glory. So now I'm gonna say okay. So let's commit. Let's say okay. Now, all right. Beautiful part of this is I know your lemur could use a little more brightness, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back and do it again. But you're only going to do brightness now. Baby steps.
Okay, baby steps.
Baby steps. You might only do 5 or 10 on this one and not much and hardly see anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5. I'll try 5.
Okay.
Okay, no. I'm going to do 10, 11.
Okay. I went up to 20.
Okay. And you might, because your lemur might need a little more. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to commit to that 10.
Okay.
Okay. So now you might do 20. You might need to do 10 on the brightness. We're going to go back and do it again. I've done this with everybody with one picture that was really, really dark about times, and I brought it back to life. instead of trying to do it all at once. So I'm gonna go get me another 10 baby steps.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Now I'm looking good. I'm looking brighter like that one I showed you that was shot brighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah. That's
we
awesome.
okay. I mean, we could do it again. If you need to, go ahead and do your lemur again if you
O-
feel you need it.
Okay.
Okay. If you gotta do it again, a second again, go ahead and do that second again. It's okay. Because
I, I I like that. I like it now. He looks good now, I think.
good. So like if you're on the cheaper, Adobe will let you go to the point where you go too far. You could do it 50 times and go too far and make it white and washed out, big old white box. You could do whatever you want to it.
Okay.
Cheaper programs, this has been 20 years, but when they were just starting to come out with it, I had to go 100 to make it look like what we just did. I had to go over to 100. And then if I
Wow.
went back again to do 100 on the plus, it was too washed out. It was garbage. It didn't let me do the baby steps. You go to Walmart or you do it at Walgreens online or you go in the store, you're going to have that same thing. So you're better to work it here and then send it to get printed wherever with the adjustments.
That is, I've noticed that I usually, when I do that and send it in, I must be overcorrecting and not I never knew to use it in Photoshop as well. And so I just do Lightroom, and boy would I overcorrect. And it'd turn out to be like a fictional color, I think, almost.
I
Yeah.
Yep. You get the fictional color, and I get where it looks like we burnt paper. But the whole image looks like we were burning paper. And
Right. And,
dusty black muck. Go ahead.
okay. Oh,
Yeah. So I get muck and you get weird color. Yeah, we've done it
yeah.
in our version. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, do that. Do a little bit in Lightroom and then send it to Photoshop and do the baby tweak with it.
Okay. Okay.
Now, do you have any plans on doing raw, shooting in raw?
I want to, like you told me to go back and forth. I thought that I should at least take some that way, and then so I could play with them either way. Like, I don't know, to go like back and forth, right? You can do
Yeah.
the raw and the JPEG,
Yeah,
but
right. Set it for both being set
mhm.
right into the card. Yeah. Okay. I want to show you raw in Lightroom X the exact same way that we did.
Okay.
I want to go into Lightroom and I want to get me a raw thing.
Okay.
Come on, baby. And this is more a demo thing, for you. Yeah. You don't have to
Okay.
worry about that. But I want to show you. Here we go. Okay.
That'll be my little job of homework there, to find some raw images or
Yeah.
to shoot some raw images.
Yeah. Shoot some and see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here's some crud. Oh, God. Yeah. You're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to try to get something that's not too horrible here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's doable. This guy could go round. Where is it? That other one I could go round robin. Let's do some garbage. Yeah, let's do some garbage. We all shoot garbage. Okay.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, hey, you're
I'm like, why did I take this?
oh shoot, I didn't change. I overdid it. Yeah. Yeah, I went against what I do, and yeah, that crap, yeah. So this thing's on fire. This should be a raw image. Let me make sure that this is a raw image and say the NEF file.
Okay.
Yeah, NEF. There we go. Smack dab. Okay.
Okay.
You're a Canon. Yours is going to be. I want to say a D, and that doesn't seem right, but yeah.
Is it,
Shoot.
or is that the PN? No.
Oh, PNG. Those are huge. Those are huge. That's for
Okay.
saving. Well, I'm gonna Where's my Canon? Wait,
Don't do
my
those.
Canon is right here next to me. Oh my God, seriously. Wow. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now because I'm going to snap a photo here because
Okay,
I want you to know.
what it is.
Yeah. Okay. It's going to be a great thing in my door. You're not going to see it, but I'm at least going to know the size of the image. Oh, wait, we can't do this F22 though. We got to open this sucker up or it'll be forever. Okay. Don't, don't be mean. Oh. All right, fine. You won't fire. We're going to put you in manual focus. It is called. Seriously. Okay. You will know because it won't say JPEG.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoot, that went up in flames. That was a fail. Yeah, it's gonna bug me. I think you know what, I'm not sure. I think it has a D to it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what, when you shoot, you'll see it next to it. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know I got
That's okay.
here, but I don't want to waste time on that. It's gonna act the same way. You are with the raw, you will be able to do more editing.
Okay.
So it won't shift and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, this thing is on fire. Because this thing is on fire, I'm gonna do exposure because I got no info up here. I got nothing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the exposure down and I'm gonna see like, okay, yeah, because this is a raw file. Look what I'm getting.
Oh, wow.
This is JPEG. Okay, I would not.
Okay.
I would maybe get somewhere near here-ish, and that'd be about it. I'd have to do my highlight. So let me go back to 0 for fun. I could do highlight. Didn't do much. I could play up my whites and my blacks. That's probably about what JPEG would be. I could
Okay.
my blacks. Okay. But I'm gonna get a weird color shift, but I really didn't get a fix. So that's where, all right, let's go back to the middle, 0 this out. So on the extreme, with the exception of your lemur and my giraffe, this is the case you would do that with. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So actually, you know what? I'm losing him, but I'm going to call him a highlight, and I'm losing up here. So I'm going to take the highlight down a little bit. Yeah, see, now I'm getting my building.
Yes.
I'm going to go, excuse me, I'm going to go a little bit on the, no, see, now I'm getting too dark at the bottom, and it was a mucky day, so I don't want to make it more mucky. So I'm going to go down on my highlight a little bit more. And that's probably about as far as I'm going to get. So this doesn't get weird and this doesn't get weird. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's the beauty of raw. And I figured when I shot it, I think, I'll just try it and raw. It'll be a good experiment in class. If it's an epic fail, well, then it's a fail. But you can see how you can pull that in being the raw. So if you're afraid of something and you're not sure if you're going to be shooting it right, shoot it in raw in JPEG. I do raw in JPEG because I need to know the color of my mug, and I'm not remembering exactly those colors. I then have the JPEG like for a reference point. I'm usually good, and I can look at it and go, okay, whichever way. Or I can be lazy, and if JPEG works, fine, I edit that. If I can't make the right change on the JPEG, then I go into the raw. So I don't have to do double work all the time.
Okay. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Like, I hope that like maybe on the weekend or something, like I can go out and I'll just shoot like a bunch of different stuff in both.
Yeah.
And then so that like we have like some dark, some light, so that we have different stuff to work with, like you said.
Yeah,
And
cool.
hopefully get this to work on the computer, the
Yeah,
Zoom.
that's perfect. And then also, if you get snow, shoot the snow because that's high contrast. And then
Okay.
this situation basically, except your bird or whatever laying in the snow might be dark, so we have to work on that. So yeah, that's a good contrast. Yeah, snow, whatever, you'd be good.
Okay.
I have to lighten my shadows because this this is okay, but I want to get a little more in here. I want to see if I can do something with this, just
Like
a little bit, maybe 10.
pull out the details.
Yeah, just kind
Maybe.
of, yeah, see how the stripe now is showing up a little bit at +9. I'm seeing
Hmm.
this more, just pull in a little bit more. And this doesn't look so black, so lost. This now looks more like the street and stuff. And this doesn't look so lost.
Okay.
So that's your raw and how that works. Okay.
Okay.
In the Lightroom. Now I'm going to take this image. I'm going to go to the next one over.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And what number are you? Oh, I gotta go to library to get that. Where's my mouse? 8172. Okay, we're gonna take 8172.
Okay.
Normally, I would go off my external hard drive, go find in the folder, January Chicago Raw, and find that number. But I'm gonna do an experiment with you. You're gonna be my guinea pig.
Oh.
Cross your fingers.
Okay, fingers crossed.
I'm gonna send this in Photoshop. I'm gonna
Okay.
cross my fingers that it opens it up in Camera Raw.
Okay.
So what we did in Lightroom, Camera Raw will detect all those choices that Lightroom shows.
Mm-hmm.
It will put it in Photoshop and open it up right away. Oh, light. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go get my 8172. So there's two different ways to skin this cat. If you
Okay.
want to mess with Lightroom and see and good, yay, and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna X that. Oh no, wait, cancel. No, don't do it. Just kill this. Don't save it. So you're computer savvy. You're good, right? You're good getting your files open and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It just when it's slow, it's just annoying.
I don't
But what do I expect? It's a borrowed computer.
hate, yeah, I hate the computer. So I'm going into my raw where it would be quick from Lightroom.
Okay.
And then find Chicago raw. There we go. I know. Okay, and it gives me my little preview. So see, this is the guy I worked on. It
Right.
doesn't show that until I go and I save it and put it here from Photoshop. So it's
Gotcha.
untouched. But I'm going to grab this one. I know I'm nowhere near that one. I know it's 71 or 72, and I'm close because I know I shoot too many. Please open up in Camera Raw. Thank you. So this, let me drop this down a little bit. Come on. So this is the other way to skin the cat. I'm going to show you a not true way of skinning the cat this way. And you can do it in JPEG, and you can do Camera Raw under the filter. But if you shoot it under Raw, try this.
Okay.
Lightroom. Maybe you don't want to deal with all that exporting and saving in Photoshop and doing Lightroom, and because you got to go hardcore, and just save this thing and be done with it, and get off your your external drive and just bypass all the stuff you got to do with Lightroom. So this is another option for you. Plus, look at all this stuff down here. Look at all this.
That's choices.
Yeah. So I don't do this curves. Before you'd have to move this, and I would never pick it the right way, and I'd end up going wee and just doing the wrong thing. So I'm gonna try to make that all 0.
And that would be me. Like,
I don't do
look at what I can do.
Yeah, yay. Now that I have a slider thingy here, I'll play with it. But why? I got it all in the basic one. I got it all here. What do I care about that curves thing? But the detail is gonna help. My girlfriend is great with the noise reduction, and she took my class. She and she told me, I'm like, okay, give me what you're doing, because I go too much and it all looks like plastic Barbie dolls. Yeah. So, or if I sharpen, I'm okay with the sharpen. Noise reduction, I'm terrible on. So I kind of bypass that.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I haven't looked in here in a while. You could add red, yeah, but I don't have any of my image to add red to, so yeah, I got nothing there to make red.
Okay.
Basic. Okay, what am I? Is it under effects? Green vignetting. Okay, vignetting, you know how you get that old school white or black? Yeah, you could do a vignette, wee, or make it all white.
Well, that looks neat.
Some people add green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't add green. If I get it, I get it. I don't, I don't. Shadows, it's more red. Okay, so I'm not seeing the hue and saturation. Okay, so your dehaze, your texture, your clarity, your vibrancy, your saturation. I'm going to play with these here.
Okay.
This is forever. This is, if I'm not sure, I'll do it this way. If this is something important like for work or I want to put on the wall, I'm not just kind of screwing around with it. I'm in here.
Okay.
This is where I can find it. We thought we did good in Lightroom with this because Lightroom is meant to do fast processing and stuff because you're shooting and you're fixing 50 pictures and stuff and they may all be at the same time. But if you want to go individual and really fine tune it, I like the camera raw when you shoot it in raw. You can do the JPEG version, but this is good stuff. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we're going to go because this sucks and it's so washed out. We're going to do the exposure thing.
Okay.
It's a little bit different shot because we're not seeing this guy. So this is going to affect this. And I think I was going for this cool, weird thing. It's everything matching up at the top kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go on my highlights and I'm going to go all the way. If I don't go to 100 completely. Okay. So see how I'm good here?
Mm-hmm.
Looking a little flat. So I got to give me some contrast and pop that a little bit.
Okay.
See, now I'm good here. Now I got blue. Now I got blue.
Yeah.
Now I got lights here and stuff. So I can tolerate him.
Yeah.
Shadows. Okay, just see how, if you're not sure how it's going to affect the image, see how I'm going the extreme to go, oh, it's just the bottom of the building. Okay. So
yes.
where I want to be. All right, I'll do that and I'll kind of level out my shadows and my highlights. Now that I leveled it out, I'm going to go do my exposure a little bit and see now I pulled more in.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got lucky and it was just this little contained area down here, I was able to pull that off. I can't do that all the time, but I sure as hell am going to try it.
Okay.
And do weird tests and do that sliding thing like you saw me do.
Right. Because you can always put it back, right?
Exactly. And I will have, if I'm not sure, I will get a scrap piece of paper and I will write exposure and XP minus 2.40 contrast plus this, and see where I'm at. And then because I'll forget, I'll go crazy. And then I can go back and simulate what was decent. Like now, I didn't know that was American Girl. I just knew it was something red. That's American Girl.
Oh.
Hot dog, right?
Yeah.
So, texture. They got texture here. I'm going to give it a little bit of 10.
Okay.
Okay. It didn't. Oh, see how it. Ooh, see the change in the texture? See how it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm not sure if I'm seeing it, I will do that.
Okay.
I think it's more the trees. Okay, I'm going to do that. I picked up something here where it looks beat up on the building. I got more tree. I'm going to keep that. Ooh, and this came out good. Ooh, look at it.
Yeah, the building.
Yeah. So, ooh, yeah. Now, see here, this might be a bit fake. So what I would do is maybe back that off, but I'm not hating it. And since it's all abstract and architectural, I could get away with it. But if this is people, you could look blotchy and weird. You may go, oh my God, I sharpened it too much or I did whatever. Now I looked at you and then I looked back over here and now I notice all these lines here that I didn't see before in this part of the building. So I sometimes will shut my eyes, clear my brain out, and then look at something and notice it. So if I'm not sure on something, I'll close my eyes and then look around. But I'm not hating it, so I'm going to stick with it. You cool?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do a DAs just for grins. Ew. Ew.
Mm.
Ew. No. Okay. Clarity. Ugh.
Ooh.
Okay, no, we're gonna stay at 0. We got enough texture going on. I think that's enough. What do you think?
I think that looks amazing.
Cool.
I think that because you can see the lights on the bottom, the building details. I like the stoplight because
Yeah.
I think it and American Girl, that just adds to, like, it draws you into, because it's like almost seems like it's, I think it looks really cool compared to what you started with when it was like seemed like there was nothing there. Right? I'm like, wow, it really is a difference when you do raw.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's huge. And it's really
Wow.
in the last 10, 15 years. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, if you got a boo-boo, don't toss it. Pray that you shot it in raw. If you're not sure and you're going out shooting, set it to both. Clean your card out,
Okay.
do that. And it's really worth it. Now, we got to talk though. If you
Okay.
done, all your handiwork is gone, dead, flush it down the toilet.
Oh.
You got to say open.
Oh, okay.
Once you send it here, inside, now this is for a Nikon camera, it's going to be an XMP. I'm going to guess that the Canon's an XMP. I've got to shoot more Canon and have more samples or mark them better.
Okay.
So that you don't want to toss the XMP. So this is number 8171. It's going to have 8171 NEF. It's going to have 8171, we'll just say .xmp. Keep that, because when you open up that NEF file, that XMP keeps all this good stuff. So you can go back. So I could go back when I save this on the hard drive where it is. I could go back and show somebody this is what we did without doing it again. And they could take a picture of it and then mess with it with their phone. Or I could then simulate it and do it again or whatever as a reference point.
Okay.
So we got to do the open to create that XMP and do all that good stuff.
Okay. Open. All right.
Come on. Come on.
It says I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tired.
Okay. So now we're in True Photoshop. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just so we don't see the Lightroom and get all
Lightroom. Okay.
Yeah, just so we see apples and apples and stuff. Now I could leave this and save this as a JPEG.
Okay.
Okay, but knowing me, I have to take it one more step.
Okay.
Because I love this next tool, because I've done them already, but I love this tool. This tool is fabulous. And I need to share this tool with you. So I know we're doing Lightroom, but I can't not, I can't help myself. Okay.
Okay.
So in here, because you are a new install, it's going to show you this guy, the Dodge.
The Dodge. Yep.
It looks like a lollipop. The lollipop lightens.
Oh, Dodge. Lollipop.
Lollipop lightens. We don't want to lighten this sucker. We got enough lightness going on. The burn tool. The burn tool. I hold my mouth. That's why I can't. I'm like, how do I do this? The burn tool. This guy. This is the guy we want to do. This is the guy I love. I love this guy. He's great.
The burn tool.
Now, because you are a new install, I'm going to show you your brush is going to be like this. You can go, where the hell is my brush?
Uh-huh.
Oh, see a little tiny dink? Yeah, no.
Yes.
100 is an inch. So if you want it to kind of look like the size of an inch on your screen, go to 100. And if your image size is big like mine, that ain't no inch. So then that means we got to go to 200.
Whoa.
And if you're past 200, don't worry about it. There. Now
Okay.
it's decent. So I will come in and kind of go, okay, all right, we're kind of skinny here, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep it this way so you can see the beast. But I can work on this. I could make this darker if I want. But look at here from the building here. I see how it just fits right in and get in all the little nooks and crannies and stuff. And I can play with this and I could play with this and see how it just fits right in there. You want to see if it'll fit in there and you don't have a lot to fill in. You know, like when the kids play with markers and they paint over it too much and you see like more red and it's kind of skinny and stuff when they color and they draw with the markers, those fat Crayola ones back in the day. This will happen this way. And it may look like burnt paper. This is going to darken. So for you, Control Plus, I can get in there and see it nice and big.
Oh.
Control Minus can look like a flea. It will in Lightroom also, Control Plus or Minus. There we go. I got to at least have it be like this with a little bit of scrolling. Now I can kind of see. So I'm going to come in this build. Oopsie, I scrolled. Sorry about that. I'm going to come in here and darken this up. It's good, but I know I can get more out of this building. I should make my brush smaller, but I'm not going to worry about it. I want you to see this size.
Okay.
What happens if I color outside the lines? I couldn't do it as a kid. As an adult, as an old lady, I still can't color inside the lines. And you're going to see that right now.
Okay.
I can hang off over here. I'm good. But when I hang off over here, yeah, it's going to look like burnt paper. We got to check you though. I've been playing. See my exposure at 5%? Yours is going to be 50. So I'm going to match you at 50%.
Okay.
Box install. This is either going to work really well for me or it's going to be a nightmare. We're going to find out. It's going to look like burnt paper here. So as my test, look at that. Okay. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's we're burning paper. I kept my mouse down. So when I did those 3 strokes, I just lifted when I was done. So I could go up and do a quick undo and all of it's gone.
Okay.
If I do this, whoops, and then I do this, whoops, I do undo burn tool, I get 1 because I lifted up my finger off my mouse.
Okay.
I gotta go back and do another undo burn tool. And it steps back. It used to not step back. So I don't know how many step backs because I've done an improvement thing. So you don't have to go hunting, fishing and stuff. So now that I know that 50%, normally 50% is terrible. I'm usually about 20.
Okay.
Maybe 30 if it's a sunset. I'm trying to like darken or something or shadow area I want to darken. I might even go 15%. Based on all that gray I saw, I'm going to go 15%. And I type it in and then I just hit the enter key and let it go in.
Okay.
Cross your fingers. It might
be fingers crossed.
See, now it's a little bit much, but it's not as white. Now see how my finger is still down on the button and I didn't fill in over here because I didn't pick up my finger. I can do a fill in. I'm safe. I'm still death gripping the mouse in case I miss an area. If my finger gets tired and I lift it up and I go back and do it, see how you get that marker thing. So I gotta go do an undo. That's good. I think I'm getting too much gray in there. I'm gonna undo and I'm gonna try 8%.
Okay.
It's gonna be close to that 15, and I'm gonna do 8 because I just want to pop my colors. Like this is like painting in contrast where you're gonna zip your colors up, but you're specifically painting it because you want just these little areas. Okay. So that's why I wasn't thrilled. See, now it's a little truer. It's better. It's slight.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to 5%. I'm going to tell you that right now. I must have done this in a sample. I'm better.
Okay.
I'm better. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know if I start writing any, letters home about it and start putting any bets and bragging to everybody, but
But it looks good.
Okay, let's try
It
5.
looks okay.
No, go ahead, finish what you're saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean you to think I was cutting you off or anything.
No, oh no, you weren't. I was just gonna say you can tell the difference like every it's really that's cool because I think it brings out those details a little more and the color and it doesn't look so washed out against the background.
Yeah. See now,
So I think
look at that.
oh that's like and it's so subtle.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I was hoping for. And let me fill in over here. Okay. Lifted up my mouse. I did the whole thing, mouse down
Hmm.
one time. I can go back because I'm a little bit at 5%. I've even gone to 3, but I'm going to keep it at 5.
Okay.
Go over it one more time and see the browns don't look gray. They look brown.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'd rather have you go and do a little bit, go back and do another little bit instead of having it be too much.
Kind of go with less is more because you can always add more.
Right. And layer it like paint.
Okay.
So now
Layer.
let's play with this down here. So when
Okay.
you're editing and you're messing with it and you're playing with Mr. Lemur, I want you to try this burn tool. Okay. And you found
Okay.
how to find it. This is looking
Okay.
kind of flat. I think at 5, one nice paint with this blue by American Girl, and I think this is going to pop. We're going to try this.
Okay.
Now, I could have bypassed this part here, but I thought I'll just take the hit. Looking at it, I probably would have undone it and then went back and skipped that part. But but just for this and for playing, I did miss outside my line a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much on that on my sky. And I gave a little more life there.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe it's a little too gray. I could undo it and try 3. What do you think? Should we do 3% instead of 5?
Sure.
Okay.
See what it looks like. You can always go and do it again.
Exactly. And do 2 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to skip that window because I didn't like it. Yeah, see, right down here is where I hated what it did. I was okay with
Mm-hmm.
that part, but this part down here, it was looking great. I mean, now it looks blue.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of matches. So let's look at it a little bit smaller so you can see a little bit better.
Okay.
Everybody matches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Cool. Try that. Okay.
Huh.
I will
Okay.
work on the video part. I'll let it process. I'll be better with it. I'll let it tomorrow. I'll put it up and look in the playlist because I put it, yeah. And that
Okay.
sit there probably at least a year. Now everything's balanced. And I
Yeah,
got me a Lightroom sample.
that's awesome.
So now I'm going to save this. Now you
Okay.
PNG. So we're going to just do save a copy because if I go save as, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
make me leave. It's going to give me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Okay. Because I'm going to
Okay.
explain file formats to you. You can see me rubbing my face. No, God, we don't want to put it in Creative Cloud. Oh, God, no, we want to keep it on the hard drive. We want to keep it in the same folder where we are next to each other. So when we sync it, it shows up. Yay, life is good.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you dirty bugger. You picked JPEG. Oh, when I normally do this, it does not give me JPEG. It gives me everything but JPEG.
It didn't like the fact that we were talking negatively about it.
Apparently, yes. And it never is available to me. But now how come I'm getting, okay, that was weird. All right, maybe because I went from raw to this to that instead of from Lightroom straight over. I don't know. But
Okay.
if you don't see JPEG listed, hit cancel. You would only maybe see 3 options, not all of these.
Okay.
PNG would be one of the options.
Okay.
TIFF would be one of the options, and I don't know what the heck the other one is. I never use it.
Okay.
If you wanted to send this out for, let's say, for work and use it for a brochure, I would tell you do TIFF.
Okay.
You want to do something funky, and they might even tell you they want a PNG, but we'll just kind of leave it at the TIFF because I know that's been the norm for a while.
Okay.
If you want to do PNG and you wanted to make your whites where it was transparent, it was non-existent almost or completely, that's
Okay.
what PNG will do.
Oh.
But those are two big file formats. So if you're at 28, 26, whatever megabytes, it's going to be 26, 28 megabytes. It's going to load up slow. It's going to go up to the internet slow. Facebook, I think Facebook will read the PNG. They won't do the TIFF, but you're
Okay.
better off in the JPEG with the compression because it's to be smaller, to be seen better. And as long as your image size, you don't change it, you'll be fine. You won't lose it. Don't go low on your image size, keep it high and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because I have the JPEG here, I'm going to take that because I don't know what the other one's going to show me. If I don't see JPEG, then I got to hit save a copy or get out and go file, save a copy and find the JPEG. It's because I did it wrong. I'm going to leave it in here where it was because I know that I'm safe. If I go put it somewhere else, I'll never find it. So I let it just sit right next to number 1. And look at, there's my XMP file right there.
Ah.
Oh, that's my raw information to go with it. So my JPEG will be lodged in somewhere next to those. So I have all my data there.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to save this guy and I'm going to put it as a number 2 because if I go and use that NEF file and make it a JPEG, like for a before and after for an ad, I don't want to lose my edited version with all my burning. So I tell everybody the one that you burned or whatever, make it number 2. If you go back and you play with it, make it number 3. So if you hate number 3, throw it out, go on number 2, and at least you don't have to start from scratch because it's never the same.
Right. Okay.
Right? Make sense?
Make perfect sense. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to hit save. High, yes. If you're printing it, maximum. But if you're not sure and you use the internet and you're going to print it, maybe not sure, high is perfectly fine.
Okay.
All your pixels, no low. We're sucking out all our pixels. We're getting rid of them. Medium is, yeah, you're sucking out your pixels. It's terrible.
Okay.
Keep everything else the same and say okay.
Okay.
Now it's sitting there. Fingers crossed. Maybe it will show up next to in the library. But I did outside of Lightroom, so I don't have a good fighting chance. Because outside of Lightroom, I would have to sync it to show it up. But look at my Lightroom version sitting right here, the one that we messed with.
Right.
So now this is my Lightroom version. Remember, on the hard drive, we didn't see that change. I have to go in. I could export it. Don't do it. God, don't do it. Take it, send it to Photoshop, maybe save it with the number and go Lightroom edit or number 3 or number 2 Lightroom edit, whatever you want to name it so you can figure that out.
Okay.
Show up. That version will then show up to this version because we took away our stack so you can see all your versions and stuff. Okay.
Yes. Perfect. Yes. That makes sense. No exporting.
Now, I will break the rule with exporting. If I'm going to take this sucker and I'm going to put it on Facebook and I'm not going to print it, it's just for people to see on social media, I will
Mhm.
export it.
Oh, okay.
Who cares? You're not going to print it. It's a non-usable file. It would print like garbage if I sent it to Walgreens or Walmart, but I will export it for social media. So for fun, I'm going to take this guy, my before,
Mm-hmm.
hold my control button down. I'm going to click this guy, my after.
Okay.
And I'm going to export this because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to remember tomorrow. Or to export. Grab your pen because I
Mm-hmm.
want you to do your export settings that aren't going to suck for social media.
Okay.
Let's make this bigger here so we don't have to scroll forever. Okay.
Okay.
For me, the way my little brain works, I throw
Mm-hmm.
it all on the desktop. It's
Okay.
I can go get it from Facebook. I can put it on Instagram, whatever. I can go get on the desktop. Boom, I'm done. Then I can toss it. I don't, because otherwise I'll hoard it. What did I do with that? I don't know. I got to hoard it. I don't need to hoard anymore. Yeah. So then I toss it. I know I'm safe. Put my logo on
Okay.
whatever I want to do.
Okay.
Same file name.
Okay.
Format JPEG. Quality all the way over. Slide that bar all the way over. There, I missed one. I'm at 100. Now I know I'm good.
Okay.
Resolution no lower than 200. You could be
Okay.
better at 300, but Facebook could kind of suck it all out. So I split it down the middle and did 240. Makes
Oh,
100,
okay.
100, but I just a little more won't hurt per pixels per inch.
Okay.
Metadata is what you shot it at. Depending on, I don't think they can pick it up, but if I'm really fussy, I don't want people to know what I shot it at, I won't do that. I'll just put on the copyright and there's no copyright and I'll just leave it whatever it is.
Okay.
But usually I forget about that and I leave it. It's got to be rules for some real specific thing.
Okay.
You can make it do a watermark and you could just have it type your name or however you want it on there and just people don't just use your stuff for free. At least
Okay.
hard for them. I go ahead and Photoshop and as a layer, I threw my little logo that I finally have hit. I've done it 50 different ways. Finally found one that I like. And I just kind of drop it in there, move it and stick it and it's done as a layer. We can talk about that next week if you want.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I would love to learn how to do that.
Do nothing with it after you export. But your option is you could show it in the Finder or in your Windows Explorer thingy. You could open up an Adobe Photoshop. You could have it sing Christmas carols to you, whatever. I don't need to make it any more complicated. I make it complicated enough. Hit it.
Okay.
That sucker is going to get countdown 2 files.
Okay.
And it's going to have it on there. Okay. So yeah, so I export for social media. I do not for printing. Oh God. Never printed the file. If you got to an 8x10, it was a miracle. Oh, it was only like 4x6 size. It was horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm done. And they're sitting here on my desktop with all my other hoarded crap I've got up here. Oops, let me go get it. French. Here's my desktop. Here's my hoarding. It's here somewhere. Yes, can you see? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a lot on my desktop too, so I get it. I'm just like, oh, I'll just put it out there and I'll take care of it later.
Exactly. Now,
And later never comes. It never comes. And I was like, why did I put this out here? A few more days won't hurt anything.
right. And then at one point I get tired of it because I can't find anything. Then I finally toss it. That's like 6-9 months later. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember what I needed that for.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta hoard that. I might use it yet. So okay, now I made it bigger and I can't find it. Now this is weird. Oh God, I hope this isn't the case, but shoot, I did a major change in Lightroom. It's gonna take a chunk out of my butt. It's gonna bite me real good. Yeah, see, these are my hoarding. I still have to do something with, or I didn't toss those.
Oh, fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah, I think I got tossed. Okay. All right. So now let's look at this, and I need your honest opinion.
Okay.
The little thumbnail. This looks like garbage. This looks like crap to me. This looks, I don't know. But I'm so used to seeing it pure white that I have to look at it tomorrow. So how does that look? I mean, it was a crappy, gloomy day.
I think it looks good. It like I like it.
Okay, good.
I do.
I hate everything I do. I have to step away and not see it for a day, a month, a week, and I'm like,
and then go back.
Like, oh, that's good. Otherwise, I'm like, nope, hate it. Ugh, hate it.
Did I do that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's like, wow, I did that. Holy cow. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, good. So that's the way I use the export. That's how I use the Lightroom.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's do something. This is the Lightroom. Now this is for me. This is the Lightroom version. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go get and make a copy and drop it on the desktop of the one from Photoshop.
Oh.
Let's compare. There we go. Okay. Because that's it's screaming at me. But again, I'm fussy. I hate my stuff. I'll love it tomorrow. I hate it right now.
That's just because you just finished it, so you have to take a step back.
Totally. Here we go. Copy you. I'm gonna stick you over here. We're gonna paste you. Oh, that was good. That was fast. Oh, where'd you go?
Lickety split.
Bugger, where'd you go? Okay. Let me close this off. Why are you looking? Are you still downloading? You're still downloading. Why do you look horrible? All right, fine. We're going to do a preview because this is, I don't know why that looks so speckly. There we go. Okay. Oh my God. All right. I don't think we need to see the bright one. Do you care if we bypass that? Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna shut that down. Okay. So this is Photoshop. This is Light.
Wow.
The trees are different, right?
Yep. The windows in the one,
this one? This
yeah.
one? This one?
This one.
This one.
Go over the other one. Other one.
Okay.
They're more pronounced in the dark.
Oh yeah, especially in this guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here.
Yep. They stand out a lot more.
Now I know I burnt this guy and you can see the difference. I didn't burn this guy, right? I didn't burn him.
No.
Burn him. Okay.
Yeah, just that one, and then the American Girl side.
Okay. So this comparison, this little test, because I never really sat down and did this. You've given me inspiration.
Oh well, you're welcome.
Thank you. So
no worries. You're welcome. Very welcome.
My recommendation would be to you, because I shot this, you saw how they both were garbage. They were both washed out. It was just me positioning myself differently. I would tell you, do the majority of in Lightroom.
Okay.
And then I would definitely tell you, put it in Photoshop and finish it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at the Westin, the tower, the upper tower of the Westin. Look at the definition in the windows.
Yeah, that's the Photoshop version.
In the Photoshop version, yeah. Look at that.
So
crazy.
It is crazy. It's huge. It's huge. It's yeah. So what I would end up doing now is get me where I got my brightness, pick the NEF file. I think they both
Mhm.
were NEF files. Get me
Mhm.
where I've got generic, the brightness. We did the exposure. I wouldn't do as much in the shadows like I did. I wouldn't do as much in the highlight. I would then go into Photoshop and I would go from there. So let's do that mindset
Okay.
because of that detail. That's my biggest complaint with Lightroom is you lose your detail.
Yeah, you really do. That's a drastic side by side comparison that
And this is what you meant right here. I see that now.
they pop out over here. You can see like the rows. It's not flat. It's has like texture. Like you could run your finger down it and actually maybe feel it. Like if you
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to shrink this down. You don't mind if I keep you another minute, right? While we do our experiment here? You
no,
cool?
I don't mind. I'm cool.
Okay, good. Just let me know. I got to shrink you down here. All right. So let's go to this guy and let's fix him because we now know we kind of, and it looks flat. Now it screams to us, right? It looks,
Yeah.
so let's go in here and let's take that highlight and let's get that back. And let's just do that. Got little baby tweaks here. We're still flat, but we didn't mess with it. We did the exposure, we took it down. I'm going to take that highlight down because I think we're still a little hot there. There, just that little bit. I still see the brown, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to send this puppy to Photoshop. Okay.
Okay.
The other option to have, I would say, stick it in Photoshop and just go for it. But like, because this is a major edit. There's a lot wrong with it. If it was just like a little bit of brightness, take down the highlight a little bit, maybe open up the shadows, you're at 10, you're at 5 or 20 on the other one, no big deal, send it. But since there's so much going on in here, the other option you have is under filter, you have a camera raw here. And this is where you could cheat and do the JPEG version. If you didn't do the raw version, you sent it from Lightroom to here, and it's not as true blue, but you got everything here. And we can then mess with the highlights and see how we're picking. And we could go do that texture and pull that texture out. We'll look at that. Okay. Let me see.
Ooh.
Ooh, is that a good ooh?
Yeah, a little more to the is that make it darker a little more.
Okay. Right about there.
Yep, right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna open my shadows just a hair.
Okay.
How's that look? Just a hair. 8.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming out more,
Okay. Um,
not so washed out.
okay, good. We're looking good here. We're looking good here. We're looking good there. I don't mind this. We're a little darker down here, but it was a cruddy day. I'm gonna try a little dehaze. What do you think? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
See what happens. Okay, that's the wrong direction.
Ooh.
Oop,
Yep, wrong direction.
wrong direction.
Ooh.
Okay, I think that's good. I'm getting a little more up in here. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. More
Okay.
detail.
We gotta say okay. So it's not the true camera, but it's close. So we say okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna save this on my desktop and we're gonna do a comparison.
Okay.
I'm not gonna burn. because we know we're okay here. I think we're all right with that. I'm gonna go save as back on my computer. But I keep it to show up in case I want to put it in cloud. So, you know, the minute I take it away, I'm gonna want to put it in cloud for some crazy reason.
Right.
This is now where if you go save as, this is that tip thing that I go round and robin with 50 times.
Oh,
This is not the true JPEG. I don't know what JPEG 2000 is. I don't want to find out.
okay.
Too big. PNG is too big. We're gonna hit save a copy. You better give me JPEG. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to take this. I don't want edit, copy, and all this stuff. I'm going to say Lightroom to fake camera raw. So I know where I'm at. Okay. Nothing like spelling it out. Desktop. I don't want them sitting in that. I don't need all that. If I'm going to hoard it, I'll put it back in on my own and have them all together.
Right.
I can hoard some more. Oh, yeah.
Hoard for another day.
Hoard for another
It's like,
day.
instead of a penny, it's a picture.
Oh, and I closed it. Darn it, I did that, didn't I? Okay. So we got you. We got you. Where'd you go? Oh, that's recent. Desktop. Oh my God, seriously, Laura. All right, let's see. Should all be together. There we go. All right, we're gonna grab them all.
Okay.
Okay. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Awesome.
Come on. No, don't. Okay. All right. So we got Photoshop. We got Lightroom. Oh, all right. These two went together. Go figure. Can I close you? No, of course not. All right, we'll just do this. All right. So and this is the fake one. So let's go. Here we go. Let's go fake, camera raw in Lightroom.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Better. Right?
Yeah.
Better, because that's Lightroom.
Right.
Okay. So let's
fake.
Lightroom down. And let's move fake over. And we'll put you on top because I can't stand looking at that. Yeah, see, we're still.
Yeah, a little bit still. The Photoshop one is still my favorite.
Now, maybe if we did clarity and texture on that, you know, or on the other one and did a combo on the Lightroom. This is a heck of a lot closer than the other one.
Correct.
We're doing the camera raw, right?
Yes.
Yes. So as you're, but man, this whole thing, I looked at this and went, yeah, okay, cool. And then I went, man, look at that. I could just climb that like Spider-Man. I could see.
Right? Like you could put your foot on there and dig in.
Yeah. And knock on the window and scare everybody.
And they'll be like, ah! Like, yeah, I can see that happening.
You know me very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at even this stupid thing. I know it's a different shot, but
yeah, but it stands out a little.
I know oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and that one kind of fades into the building a little bit.
Yeah. I know I burnt that part, but still, yeah, we just right here. So keep in mind, if you've got a lot of hard texture, you want something that doesn't want to look kind of flat in some parts. No one would know the difference, but if you're gonna blow it up or print it, oh God, do this guy. Where's my mouse? Do this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if people don't know it, and and you're doing just a quickie social media post, oh look it, yeah, they'll all chew it up and great, but yeah,
Yeah, because no one would notice. No one, unless you put them side by side, no one would be like, "Oh, well, that."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
interesting.
It is interesting. It's really, yeah, it's interesting. So thank you for putting that little inspiration in my head.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't know how I did it. We were just chit chatting.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. Yay, chit chatting. I love chit chatting. Yeah, I look forward to when I see you.
Oh,
And
me
even,
too.
oh, I
Except we
did.
have to cut the snow aspect out.
Say it again.
We have to cut the snow aspect out. I cannot be a jinx for snow for that much longer.
Yes, we do. Well, March is coming. We have to.
I know it's gonna come in like a lion.
Yes. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Well, maybe not too bad.
Okay.
We'll see. We bonded, so we can deal with snow. At least we had our time.
Yes.
Yes. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel that I have a little bit of homework to do, to get some raw pictures to make it a little easier, for or to see the difference on my end so I can do something. And then I'll try to get some done, hopefully, and then get them out on Google so that you can check my work too.
Okay. And then
And
if not, share your screen or hold it up, or something, see how it
mhm.
goes. Let's see if you can get Zoom working on there. You might have a weird video processor where it may not let you do it.
That's what I was starting to think. I was like, maybe I might have to, like, okay, talk to my little techie friends at work who are more techie than me and
Ooh,
be like, how can I make this work?
ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
So that'll be the my goal. Hopefully I can get everything done.
it's fine. However you get. I get it. Yeah, you've had ice. We're getting snow tomorrow. So yeah, however it works out.
Okay.
Yeah, Um, yeah, just like me, I'm gonna try to get your video up tomorrow. Yeah, and hopefully I don't get sidetracked. So yeah, but just try to shoot and try to at least to play with it a little bit and let me know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will. I
yeah.
will.
You got any other questions and stuff? You cool?
I'm cool. I'm cool. Yes. I'm good.
Good. All right.
Perfect.
Happy practice. Yeah, happy
Okay.
experiment. Don't lose
Okay.
mind completely.
Right. Okay. True. True.
Woohoo. Yeah. Okay.
And
Cool.
hopefully we do get a little bit of snow so I can get the high contrast too so that we can work on that
Yeah.
too.
That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
please, I'll let you go. If it's all good, I'll stop the share quick. And I'll stop
Okay.
the word. Oh.